You walk into the fertility clinic and you feel your heart racing, your mind spinning, and you're feeling excited and nervous all at the same time. No one ever told you that it was going to be like this. The room is silent except for the receptionist calling people's names. The other women in the room, just like you, are all sitting on their phones, scrolling, trying to let the time pass by as they're wondering, is this going to be it? Is this going to work for me? Will I finally get pregnant and be able to have my baby? If you're new on this journey, drop a heart in the comments below. And if you have been on this before, share one thing that you wish you knew when you first started this journey. Let's help each other out. If you're thinking of IVF, you need to hear this. IVF is more than just shots and medications. There are things that no one talks about, things that can either make or break your experience. And today, I get to pull back the curtain to share with you exactly what you need to know before you start. And I'm also going to share with you the #1 mistake that can actually lower your success rate. I'll share that with you in a minute. Hi, I'm Denise Rez, your host and lovingly known as the Fertility Godmother, and I help couples get pregnant, stay pregnant so that they can have a healthy baby without putting their life on hold. And by doing that, I use holistic medicine such as nutrition, lifestyle medicine, supplements, along with neuroscience. I've been blessed to help over 1,500 babies come into this world using my system. And I get that IVF is not just a medical procedure. It's an emotional roller coaster, and the more prepared you are, the more confident and empowered you're going to feel. If you're here, you've probably been reading, researching, scrolling, trying to find answers. And instead of getting clarity, you're starting to feel overwhelmed and stuck. This whole process is huge. It really is. And that being said, there are ways to help you get through this. So here's what most people don't realize. IVF success isn't just about what happens in the clinic. It's about what happens before you even step foot in the door. Your stress levels, your gut health, your overall health, and even toxins in your environment can really impact your chances. And yet no one talks about this. Did you know that high stress levels can reduce your IVF success rate up to 30%? I remember working with my client, Sarah. She was doing what she thought everything right. She was eating right. She was taking all her supplements. She was even getting acupuncture done. But every time we talked, she would just break down into tears. I don't know if you can relate, but she was constantly overanalyzing every single symptom in her body, what she was doing right, what she was doing wrong. Unfortunately, she was focusing on all the things that were going wrong. Even the little things started to become really big for her. And so managing this stress and being able to calm her nervous system was one of the biggest obstacles she was facing on this fertility journey. Studies have found that high stress levels can significantly lower IVF success rates. A systematic review showed that both chronic and acute stress can affect implantation rates, and it can also affect the retrieval. And another study showed that high stress rates were directly linked to lower pregnancy rates. The good news is you don't have to let stress control you. See, our thoughts create what we feel. What we feel creates what we do, and what we do creates what we have. And so our thoughts are just the many mixtures of our constant words and pictures. The way we think is how we see it in words and pictures. And so when we start to manage our thoughts, we can control or manage how we feel. And then we end up managing what we do. And then what we do is a representation of what we have. So for example, when someone is trying to eat healthier, eat cleaner, they're changing some of those eating habits. Maybe they had a stressful day, and so therefore they're going to go back to the old pattern of having a chocolate chip cookie to calm their nervous system down instead of maybe going for a walk or doing some deep breathing, which they were doing before. Or maybe, have you ever felt like, oh, that was such a stressful day, I deserve to have this glass of wine right now? Those types of things are our thoughts. Our thoughts create a feeling. The feeling creates what we're going to do, and what we do is going to create what we have. And so these things are really important. And the good news is you get to control and manage your thoughts. So even in this time of such uncertainty, of wondering if you're going to get pregnant, wondering if the IVF is going to work, and every step waiting and wondering until you're finally able to hold your baby, it's a lot. It's really important that you start managing your thoughts right away. So remember, our thoughts are just the many mixtures of our constant words and pictures. So what does that mean? It means what we're telling ourselves is creating a feeling. The things that we tell ourselves over and over again, whether it's conscious or unconscious, we have that voice going on in our head. And so how you're treating yourself, how you're responding to the situation, all of these things make a huge impact, because if you're constantly being worried, even if you're constantly feeling it's going to fail, if you're constantly wondering and feeling sad because you're not pregnant yet, and be feeling sad because of all the things you've done. Now, I'm not saying you can't feel sad, because absolutely you want to move through those feelings, but it's what you're saying to yourself constantly on a daily, hourly, momently, every moment, what we're saying to ourselves. And so when you can put in a nice phrase to yourself and you actually start to believe it, then that's going to make a huge difference. So how do you start to believe your thoughts? The ones that you actually want to go in, the good ones, the ones that are resourceful, the ones that are going to calm your nervous system and bring you joy and create more of a healthier environment in your body. You interrupt the pattern and you place in what you want, but not just saying things over and over again, like, I believe I'm going to get pregnant, or I believe my body is making miracles every day, but actually training it in your nervous system, putting it, embodying it. If you say it and you don't quite believe it, you have to get into that place to where you believe it and putting it in your nervous system. And so how do you do that? Well, you do that with motion and emotion, right? So you can do that while you're moving, and you're going to create that energy around it. Does that sound a little woo-woo to you? If it does, I don't blame you. I felt that at one point. But this is the thing. This is actually science-backed. What I share is science-backed. I don't know if you know that about me. Even though I do natural and complementary medicine, I believe in science. The trick is making sure you do it. So I know that this journey is really stressful, and there's so many things to do, from tests to food to supplements for you and your partner. So I created for you an IVF checklist, which is a step-by-step guide to help get your body and mind in the best possible shape before you start IVF. It's free and you can grab it in the comments below. This isn't just a list, it's really the foundation for your IVF success. I truly wish every woman had this before starting, because it could change everything. I can't tell you the amount of women that I see after they've had failed IVF after failed IVF, and they usually come to me as a last resort to try to help them with their egg quality or the implantation or recurrent miscarriage. And I know that if you prepare and you do all these things before, you're going to have a better success rate. Is it guaranteed? No. It's not guaranteed. As you know, really nothing is guaranteed except what do they say, taxes and death. But what I can tell you is that it will stack the deck in your favor. Just like when you're trying to lose weight, or if you have diabetes or heart disease, there's a certain formula, there's a certain path for you to go down, certain things for you to do to decrease your chances of getting that diabetes, of getting off medication, or if you don't do it, having to take the medication and ending up going down that road, or heart disease. It's not guaranteed, but you're definitely stacking the deck in your favor. And so really want to encourage you to do everything you can before you actually go into IVF. Take the time to prepare for pregnancy, even when you're doing IVF. So check out that IVF checklist and let me know what you think. I really believe it will help you, and you can share it with other people that are going on this journey with you. Please share this video if you know somebody. It will really help me out. And comment below. Share with me where you're at. I read all the comments, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. So if this video helped you, please be sure to hit that like button so that other women can find it as well. And if you want to know more about what you should be eating as you're trying to prepare for IVF and pregnancy, you can check out this video here. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more great information. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. I'm here with you every step of the way. Sending you oceans of love and happy baby thoughts. I'm Denise Rez, your fertility godmother.